Yeah, no, well said. So one of the key things to maintaining staff during a normal environment is development, that HR development side. Is that still a realistic option at the moment?
Absolutely. Don't stop developing your staff. And we can look at that from history. Whenever there's been a downturn and we've not invested in our people, that's actually caused a clot in our leadership pipeline. So we need to look after our future leaders, and we cannot not invest in those people. I've just went to a International Human Capital Summit in Singapore last week, and just looking at what businesses are actually investing in right now so they get the return on their investment. It's in their future leaders, focusing on coaching on frontline managers, and also focusing on problem solving. So we're in different times. Inconsistency is now consistent. You know, we don't know what's ahead, so we need to focus on the skills in problem solving to manage the business in whatever direction it goes into.
Now, the staff that are left behind, it's going to be a requirement on many of them that they're even more productive than they were before. What can a business owner do to make those staff more productive?
Employees need to take ownership of their own productivity as well. There are some positives that come out of a downturn. People end up valuing that workplace relationship even more. So employees will be more engaged in what they're doing.
Now, obviously, the remaining staff are going to be a bit nervous about the future, but not just the future of their jobs, but also the future of the company. What are the things that, as a business owner, one can do to make them feel at peace with that?
Yeah, a few things. Employees are suffering at the moment from employee confidence. We know that businesses, as the latest news has just said, business confidence is over, cash flow. Business owners are concerned about that. Staff are concerned about the business owner's ability to be able to deal with that in a proactive and a positive way. So a business owner needs to be careful about their own behaviour and being positive in front of the staff in the way they communicate with their staff.
Now, it goes without saying that a lot of business owners themselves are a little worried. What tips would you give them in weathering the storm?
Yeah, critical that they keep the fear in check and actually keep themselves based on running their business based on fact. 4 key areas on that. Look at their strategy today, look at their strategy options for the future, look at their team, their satisfaction and the capability of that team, put an action plan in place with their people, and then also focus on the results, put milestones in place around that plan, so that way you've got a proactive, positive way of moving forward with the business.
All right, so if it's not all doom and gloom, what can we do to manage productivity proactively?
Yeah, be positive, okay? A change in the season of what we're in different times now, so we need different solutions. So take those great ideas that you might have or your employees might have and actually put it into place. We've got an ideal opportunity for innovation and new ways of doing things. So gather that information, get everybody's heads together, get a plan together, and then put it in place.
Is there an obvious spot you'd suggest to look to find out more about this sort of information?
Obviously, you need to look for qualified professionals, of which, you know, it's a growing industry sector. Employee retention has never been as important as what it is today.
Goes without saying. All right, Louise, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks, Matthew.